Hey guys, how's it going? This right here is the Mi Notebook Ultra. And as it turns out, a lot of you guys were interested in knowing how this thing ranks up against the MacBook Air. Now, while the MacBook Air is definitely priced well above this, the design is for sure similar. But can the Mi Notebook Ultra prove to be a better performer against the Apple MacBook Air? Let's find out. This is one from GTR, and you're watching my in-depth comparison of the Apple MacBook Air M1 with the Mi Notebook Ultra. Let's get started. Alright, so kicking things off, let's just obviously address the elephant in the room, which is the design. Now, we've seen multiple brands, not just right now, but over the course of multiple years, try and replicate what Apple has been offering. It's a great design, why not? And the Mi Notebook Ultra is one of the first laptops that I've reviewed in a very long time that does deliver on that front. And trust me, I say that as a compliment because say whatever you want to about this being imitation and imitation being a form of flattery or appreciation, whatnot. The Mi Notebook Ultra does have a good design, and let's just be very honest here. There's a major amount of consumer base out there that genuinely wants a MacBook for a more affordable price tag. At least the design and the Mi Notebook Ultra delivers on that. So I don't see anything wrong there. Thankfully, the Mi Notebook Ultra is just as premium as the MacBook Air, thanks to its metallic build and CNC cutting. Though it's obviously bigger and thus heavier as well at 1.7 kgs, while the MacBook Air sits a little under 1.3 kgs. Of course, Xiaomi's biggest advantage against the MacBook Air is that, well, it comes with far too many ports. While the MacBook Air only offers two Thunderbolt 3 ports, the Mi Notebook Ultra has the new Thunderbolt 4 port, another USB-C port, a USB 3.2 port, a USB 2.0 port, and even a full-size HDMI port. For most folks, the Mi Notebook Ultra practically removes the need for carrying a dock or USB hub, something that's one of the most essential accessories for any MacBook user. Moving along, we have the display, and apart from the size difference, there are quite a lot of common factors. The display PPI is almost the same, they're both color accurate panels and they both get bright as well. The Mi Notebook Ultra has a matte panel however, which I personally prefer, and the 90Hz refresh rate option makes things look smoother in comparison for sure. The MacBook Air, however, does have a true tone display which makes legibility on the panel far better than the Mi Notebook Ultra, so there's that. But then again, that's more of a niche feature, and I know a lot of folks don't even really care about that feature. So yeah, there's that. Let's just be realistic here. The big deciding factor in terms of the display is, well, going to be the size in itself. Of course, with a smaller size, the MacBook Air is far more portable. Now, don't get me wrong, the Mi Notebook Ultra is quite portable for its form factor, and it does offer a big 15.6-inch display, which definitely allows for more content to be displayed. This is definitely handier for productivity related tasks, so that's good. Alright, next up we have the keyboard and the touchpad. Do I really need to say anything about this? As good as the keyboard and the touchpad on the Mi Notebook Ultra are, it just does not come close to what the real deal is. Seriously, the premiumness of the MacBook Air definitely shines here. The keyboard's feedback and key travel is much better, and there's hardly any touchpad in the whole world of Windows laptops that can match up with Apple. Moving along, we have the webcam here, and on paper, they're both 720p cameras. As for the performance, well, here's how both the cameras perform. It's clear to say that the MacBook Air has a better camera here overall. But that is not to say that the Mi Notebook Ultra's camera is bad. In fact, apart from the orange tint that I've already highlighted in the full in-depth review of the Mi Notebook Ultra, the webcam here is still pretty good. It can still go head-to-head with the MacBook Air. And I'm pretty sure there will be folks who like the colored panels, color tones, whatever, color tones offered by the Mi Notebook Ultra here. Now, while Xiaomi does give a decent fight to the MacBook Air, at least in terms of webcam and so for everything else, it just cannot compete in the audio department. The peak volume of the Mi Notebook Ultra is quite too low in comparison, and the quality is missing as well. Of course, once again, keep in mind that there is a significant price difference between the two laptops. Alright, so now let's talk about the performance. Now, I won't be stressing on Mac OS versus Windows because that's a topic for another video. Let's just talk about pure performance. Now, obviously, we all know that the MacBook Air M1 is quite powerful, but how powerful exactly? Let's find out. Well, in cross-platform benchmarks such as Geekbench and 3DMark, the MacBook Air easily outshines the Mi Notebook Ultra. Also, despite having a smaller amount of RAM on paper, the M1 chipset has unified memory and is able to multitask much better as compared to the Mi Notebook Ultra. Add to that, the M1 Air has better thermals despite having a fanless design, while the Mi Notebook was pushing its fans to the peak during heavy loads. More importantly, if you're a creator, apps from Adobe are also better optimized for macOS, so they run even smoother on the MacBook Air. Lastly, there's the battery life. On paper, Xiaomi has a much bigger battery. However, in reality, the MacBook Air is powered by an ARM processor. So, despite the low capacity, the MacBook Air can actually last over 13 hours easily, while the Mi Notebook Ultra can go max up to 9 hours in a realistic use case scenario. That is not too far behind, to be very honest with you. And another thing that the Mi Notebook Ultra has in its favor, well, is the charging speed. Apple only bundles a 30-watt charger with the MacBook Air, while with the Mi Notebook Ultra, you get a 65-watt USB PD charger that juices this laptop quite quickly. Okay, so bottom line, the Apple MacBook Air is definitely better than the Mi Notebook Ultra. But then again, we already knew that, right? And that wasn't the whole point of this video. The whole point is how far behind is the Mi Notebook Ultra in reality. And to be very blunt with you, it's not that far behind. I mean, for a price gap of almost rupees 30,000, you get pretty much the same display, equally good build quality, comparable battery life, a good set of keyboard and touchpad, a design that's quite portable for its size, and pretty good performance too. Of course, the MacBook Air outshines it, but that's 1.5 times the cost of this. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the market for a cheaper MacBook Air alternative, the Mi Notebook Ultra is a very easy recommendation. But it's not the only recommendation. I mean, if this is good, then how does this rank up against the Realme Book Slim? Well, I've already done a thorough comparison of the Mi Notebook Ultra with the Realme Book Slim, so you can check that out from the card here or the link down below. But more importantly, would you like to know if the Realme Book Slim is a better, cheaper alternative to the MacBook Air? Well, if you want to know that, let me know your thoughts by liking this video and commenting down below. And obviously subscribing to this channel and turning on the bell icon to get notified for whenever that video goes live, along with all the other great videos that we're working on. So yeah, that was it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is Varun from GTR and I'll see you in the next one.